Hello everyone, Namaste. Welcome back to my channel AcademicTuber. Today we are going to discuss chapter 18 from grade 9 science, that is carbon and its compounds. Before that, if you are new to this channel, please subscribe the channel and for more updates hit the bell icon. And if you want more videos related to this, please like and do share these videos among your friends, and also don't forget to give your valuable response in comment section. The symbol of carbon is C and its atomic weight is 12 AMU. The atomic number of carbon is 6 and its valency is 4. So position in periodic table. So carbon, it lies in group 4A and in period second. The electronic configuration of carbon is 2, 4. This shows that carbon has 4 valence electrons and thus the valency of carbon is 4. To become octet, carbon share its 4 valence electrons and form 4 covalent bonds. One carbon is bonded with 4 other carbons or with other elements by 4 covalent bonds. These two properties makes the nature of carbon versatile. This is the reason for the presence of millions of organic compounds in the nature. It is more than the number of compounds formed by other elements. The name carbon is derived from the Latin word carbon. It means the black rock or soot. Carbon is one of the most important and widely distributed non-metallic elements. The symbol of carbon is C. It exists in both living and non-living things. The body of animals and plants contain carbon in different forms like glucose, proteins, vitamins, etc. Plastic, detergents, dyes, drugs, etc. also contain carbon. In the atmosphere, carbon is also present in different compounds like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, etc. Carbon is the 4th most abundant element and 17th most common elements. So here is an activity to show that sugar contains carbon. To carry out this activity we need some materials. So here in materials required, so we need a burner, sugar, a spoon with a long stem, etc. Procedure. We should put some sugar in a spoon. We should heat the spoon with burner at first slowly and then strongly as shown in the figure. Observation. Slow heating turns sugar into brown mass. The brown substance with good smell formed on heating sugar is called caramel. If the caramel is further heated strongly, it turns black, and the black substance formed after heating caramel is called charcoal, which is one of the form of carbon. Hence, so we can conclude that sugar contains carbon. Sources of carbon. The major sources of carbon are as follows. Carbon is an essential constituent of all living organisms. Carbon is present in all petroleum products and natural gases. Carbon is the main component of carbon dioxide present in atmosphere. It is also present in food materials such as carbohydrates, fat, protein, etc. It is present in rocks and minerals such as limestone, bicarbonates, etc. And carbon is present in firewood, coal, etc. Now we are going to discuss catenation property of carbon. When one kind of many atoms combine together to give a long chain, it is called catenation property. And this catenation property, it is shown by carbon as well. The property of carbon due to which its atom forms a long chain by combining with another atom is called catenation, and the number of carbon compounds is very large due to the property of catenation and covalency of carbon. The number of electron pairs which an atom shares to acquire a stable condition is called covalency. More than 5 million of carbon compounds have been discovered so far. A separate branch of chemistry studies only carbon compounds because of its large number. The branch of chemistry that deals with the compounds formed from carbon and hydrogen is called organic chemistry. Some carbon compounds are methane, ethane, alcohol, glycerol, or ether, etc. So here we can see the unbranched and branched chain of carbon. Here carbon atom combine together to give a long chain. Catenation, it is the unique property of carbon to form the bonds with other carbon atoms, giving rise to a long chain or branch chain molecule. Allotropy of carbon. We can see diamond, graphite, coal, charcoal, limestone, etc. These are the forms of carbon. They contain only one element, that is carbon. Diamond is the hardest known substance, whereas graphite is a soft substance. But both diamond and graphite contain carbon atom only. Therefore, when an atom has more than one physical property, when an element has more than one physical forms, then it is called allotropy. Not only carbon but also other some elements like sulfur, phosphorus, silicon, etc. also show some accent of allotropic nature in certain limit. The different physical forms of an element are called allotropes. Allotropes of carbon can be categorized into two groups. First one amorphous form, second one crystalline form. Amorphous form of carbon contain charcoal, coal, coke, lampblack, etc. Whereas crystalline form it contain diamond, graphite, fluorines, etc. Diamond. Diamond is a transparent, colorless and crystalline form of carbon. It is one of the purest form of carbon. It has only carbon atoms which are tetrahedrally arranged to make a crystalline solid. Diamond is formed when pure carbon is subjected to intense heat and pressure deep inside the earth. It is separated from the rock. Nowadays, artificial diamonds are prepared by heating pure sugar, charcoal and iron in a graphite crucible at a temperature of 3000 degrees Celsius in an electric furnace. In diamond, carbon atoms are linked together by covalent bonds, so it is represented by symbol C. Due to the presence of a strong covalent bonding system, diamond is hardest and rigid substance on the Earth's surface. Now we are going to discuss some of the properties of diamond. Diamond, it is the hardest substance known. It is the purest form of carbon. It is bad conductor of heat and electricity. It has high refractive index, that is 2.24. So it is used for decoration and jewelries. It has high melting point and density. Uses of diamond. As it causes multiple reflection of light, it sparks brilliantly. So it is used to make ornaments. It is used for cutting and drilling metals, glasses, etc. It can be used to make radiation-proof windows of spacecraft. Graphite. It is a soft solid with metallic luster and greasy to touch. It is good conductor of heat and electricity. It is a black and opaque solid. It is made up of only carbon atoms. So its symbol is C. Graphite can be prepared by heating coke at high temperature of about 3000 degrees Celsius in an electric furnace. In graphite, carbon atoms are arranged in the form of layer of sheets of rings of 6 atoms. The layer of carbons are accented in two-dimensional pattern. Each carbon atom in graphite is linked with other 3 carbon atoms, making 3 covalent bonds. The fourth electron of carbon remains free to make multiple bonds. This free electron of multiple bonds can be delocalized. Properties of graphite. It occurs freely in nature. It is soft and greasy in touch. It is black and opaque solid. It is good conductor of heat and electricity. Its melting point is 3670 degrees Celsius and it is 2.2 times denser than water. Uses of graphite. It is used in manufacturing leads of pencil. It is used as electrode in electrolysis process. It is used as dry lubricants and it is used as moderator in nuclear reactors. Differences between diamond and graphite. Diamond, it is the hardest allotrope of carbon, whereas graphite it is soft and slippery. Diamond, it is bad conductor of heat and electricity, whereas graphite it is good conductor of heat and electricity. Diamond, it does not have free electrons, whereas graphite it consists of mobile electron, that is free electrons. Diamond, it is transparent and shining crystalline solid. Graphite, it is opaque and brown shiny solid. The melting point of diamond is 3820 degrees Celsius, whereas the melting point of graphite is 3670 degrees Celsius. Now we are going to discuss chemical properties of carbon. Reducing property. The tendency of an element to lose electron is called its reducing property. Carbon reduces metallic oxides of less reactive metals to their corresponding metals on heating. Lead oxide reacts with carbon to lead oxide when heated with carbon gives lead and carbon monoxide. Copper oxide when heated with carbon gives copper and carbon monoxide. Zinc oxide when heated with carbon gives zinc and carbon monoxide. Here the less reactive metal oxides are reduced in their corresponding metals. Next one. When carbon bonds in excessive amount of oxygen, it yields carbon dioxide. But if the presence of oxygen is insufficient, it gives carbon monoxide. C plus O2 gives CO2, whereas 2C plus O gives 2CO. Carbon forms carbides on being heated with metals. 2C plus Ca gives calcium carbide CaC2. 4Al plus 3Ca gives aluminum carbide Al4C3. Carbon reacts with calcium oxide to give calcium carbide and carbon monoxide. That is, 3C plus CaO gives CaC2 calcium carbide plus CO carbon monoxide. Carbon reacts with helium at high temperature to produce carbon monoxide and hydrogen. C plus H2O gives CO plus H2, which is commonly known as water gas. Organic and inorganic compounds. Organic compounds. The compounds which contain carbon and hydrogen combined together with other elements are called organic compounds. The organic compounds which contain hydrogen and carbon only are called hydrocarbon. Methane, ethane, propane, butane, alcohol, ether, etc. are some of the examples of organic compounds. Inorganic compounds. The compounds which are obtained from minerals are called inorganic compounds. They do not contain carbon and hydrogen bonded together. Water, common salt, sulfuric acid, nitric acid, sodium hydroxide, etc. are some examples of inorganic compounds. Differences between organic and inorganic compounds. Organic compounds have direct carbon to carbon or carbon to hydrogen covalent bond, whereas inorganic compounds do not contain direct carbon, hydrogen or carbon-carbon covalent bond. Organic compounds, they have covalent bonds so they cannot ionize, whereas inorganic compounds they have mostly electrophoretic bonds so can be ionized. Organic compounds have low melting and boiling points, whereas inorganic compounds they have high melting and boiling points. Organic compounds they mostly bond on heating because they contain carbon and hydrogen, whereas inorganic compounds they do not bond on heating. Organic compounds they are usually insoluble in water, whereas inorganic compounds they are soluble in water. Organic compounds are generally soluble in organic solvents like ether, benzene, etc., whereas inorganic compounds they are not soluble in organic solvents. Examples of organic compounds are oil, ghee, petrol, LPG, etc., whereas examples of inorganic compounds are salt, calcium carbonate, etc. Now we are going to discuss some of the uses of organic compounds in our daily life. First one, food. We eat different varieties of food such as rice, vegetables, cereals, oil, meat, egg, dairy products, fruits, nuts, etc. These food stuff contain organic compounds such as carbohydrates, protein, fat, vitamins, etc., which are essential for healthy growth and development. Medicines. Most of the Ayurvedic and allopathic medicines are manufactured from different raw materials derived from plants and animals which contain carbon compounds. Such medicines are used in the treatment of various diseases. Cloths. The fiber obtained from plants like cotton, jute, and wool, silk, and leather, etc., obtained from animals are made up of different organic compounds, which are used to make clothes and other necessary items of clothes. Fuel. Almost all fossil fuels such as coal, LPG, diesel, petrol, kerosene, spirit, etc., biogas, and firewood are rich in carbon compounds. These fuels are used to generate energy necessary in industrial vehicles, electrical devices, domestic purposes, etc. Cosmetics. Various kinds of organic compounds are used as raw materials for the manufacture of cosmetic goods and so for beautifying and cleanliness of our body. Agriculture materials. Different kinds of organic pesticides and chemical fertilizers like urea, vitamins, compost manure, etc. contain organic compounds. Their use in the fields helps to control the pests and insects, leading to increase in the fertility of soil and productivity of crops. Now we are going to discuss few question answers from this unit. What is water gas? Write its one use. The mixture of carbon monoxide and hydrogen gas is called water gas. C plus H2O gives CO plus H2. CO plus H2 is commonly known as water gas and it is used in industry as a source of heat. What do you mean by carbon monoxide poisoning? Carbon monoxide combined with hemoglobin in blood to form a cherry red poisonous compound called carboxyhemoglobin. It inhibits the oxygen carrying capacity of blood. This is called carbon monoxide poisoning. Why is carbon so important? Carbon is a major component of living beings. Carbon is one of the basic building blocks of organic life together with nitrogen and oxygen. Carbon is about 18% of the human body due to its unique ability to form 4 separate bonds with other elements. Carbon is significant. Next question. Carbon forms covalent bond. Why? Carbon atom has 4 electrons in outermost orbit. Therefore, it has equal chance of losing, gaining or sharing electron to make the outermost orbit completely filled. But the energy consideration suggests that there is no possibility of gaining or losing electron. Due to this, carbon forms covalent bond with other elements. What are the 4 types of carbon compounds? 4 major categories are present in all living things among the many forms of organic compounds: carbohydrates, lipids, proteins, and nucleic acid. Graphite is used as lubricants. Why? The layer of graphite is arranged in hexagonal shape with weak force of attraction between the layers. Due to weak bonding force, layer of graphite easily slip one over another, hence graphite is used as lubricants. Diamond is hardest substance known. Why? Diamond is hardest substance known because each carbon atom in diamond is joined to 4 other carbon atoms, giving to a 3-dimensional rigid and stable structure. Calcium carbonate CaCO3, sodium carbonate Na2CO3, carbon dioxide CO2, and carbon monoxide CO contain carbon even they are inorganic compounds. Why? In calcium carbonate and sodium carbonate, the opposite ions are combined together as a result of electrovalent bonding and there is no hydrogen atoms. So they are inorganic compounds. Carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide have carbons but no hydrogen atoms, therefore they are called inorganic compounds. How do we make a lead pencil from graphite? Describe it. For making a lead pencil, graphite is caused to powder and then mixed with clay to form a paste. The paste is converted into thin sticks which after drying forms the core of a pencil lead. Organic compounds are non-electrolyte. Why? Organic compounds are non-electrolyte because they are covalent compounds and they do not dissociate into ions in their molten state and aqueous form. Is everything made out of carbon? All on Earth consists of a combination of various elements, all of which can be found in the periodic table. Existence without coal would be unlikely for life on Earth. Coal is the main constituent of our body: calorie, carbohydrate, fats, genes, and muscle tissue. Graphite is a good conductor of electricity but not diamond. Why? In graphite, only 3 valence electrons of each carbon are used to make bond and 1 electron is left free. These free electrons are responsible for the conduction of electricity. but all electrons of each carbon are used to make bond in diamond. Due to the absence of free electrons, diamond is bad conductor of electricity. Which is the purest form of carbon? The purest form of carbon is diamond. Different forms are considered allotropes of same chemical elements. Diamond and graphite are two of the greatest carbon allotropes. Diamond is a form of carbon that covalently bonds each carbon atoms to form other carbon atoms. By this, we have completed notes of this unit, carbon and its compound. I hope this video was useful to you. If you like this video, please share with your friends and don't forget to subscribe. If you have any queries, drop the comments in the comment section. See you on the next video. Thank you.